What sounds like a worse way to spend Thanksgiving? Having it double as a Sonic character convention with some of the most loved and hated characters, or sitting alone in your living room for 53 minutes watching this. I know. I'd rather listen to Elisa's sexual fantasies about Sonic as well. Instead, I'm stuck here watching this.
We can all try to change our past. Only you know if you'll be together tonight. 'Cause every night
I still have a Christmas special to do after this. Anyway, Fun in Balloon Land is a 1965 short film that makes use of leftover parade balloons. Despite falling into obscurity, it's gotten sort of a reputation over the years as one of the worst movies ever made. Having seen the movie, I can't argue. All I know is that somewhere out there, Lloyd Kaufman, Troma co-founder, is disappointed for not making this movie. And I kind of wish he did make it, because as bad as Space Zombie Bingo was, I get what it was trying to do. But Fun in Balloon Land is so wretched that even Ua Ball, Tommy Wiseau, and Ed Wood would be disgusted by it. But with Thanksgiving approaching, that's probably going to mean parades with giant balloons, so... So the movie opens with sort of a sing-along, but the kids singing it are horrid enough to make your ears bleed. And the lyrics?
My, how that teddy bear's lagging. I'll bet his arches are sagging. Marrying turkey is sighing. Even old Mr. Walrus is crying.
It sounds like something a drunk guy sings to himself before passing out on the road and getting run over. We then cut to a mother reading a bedtime story to her son, but the acting in this movie is so bad, I'm fairly certain the mother forgot what she was supposed to be doing. Uh-oh. Once upon a time... So the mother falls asleep and the boy wanders off into a fade transition where I believe John Wayne Gacy used to hide. Don't believe me? Look, some of his victims are still unconscious.
Who are you?
What are you doing here?
Oh, great! He talks!
Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Well, okay. Maybe we'll get some exposition.
Everyone seems to be asleep. Why is that?
It's because of a magic spell that the wicked fairy cast upon the princess, causing her and the whole castle to fall asleep. But the good fairy said that a charming prince would wake her up. I am that prince, I hope. She is so beautiful.
How did you get in with
Okay, can't say I've ever dealt with audio issues on this show before, at least not from a movie. Oh, okay then. This kid's as amused by this scene as I am. So once the dance is over, Prince Hot Air Charming here kisses Sleeping Beauty and everyone momentarily wakes up just to do this. What the? Now we're in another... that the kid's wearing... I never thought that a movie could be so irritating and so uncomfortable at the same time. And considering the director had to get little Sonny here to wear those trunks, I have a feeling this movie was directed by a pedophile who just made this so he could get his rocks. Actually, the movie was directed by a man named Joseph M. Sonneborn. I don't know. And while he never made any movies after this, he was known for financially supporting parades with giant balloons. So it's possible he just made this movie to promote whatever parade these balloons were used in. But that still doesn't explain this uncomfortableness.
You're at the bottom of the ocean, where I am the king. What can I do for you so that you will have a good time here?
You could end the movie. That'd make me happy.
I want to shake hands with the octopus.
This is a strange world of randomness, isn't it?
Hey, stop that! Let me smoke my pipe in peace.
Untie my arms or I'll wrap them around you and squeeze you to death.
Yes, the octopus just threatened to murder a child if he can't smoke his tobacco pipe in peace.
The sea creatures are anxious to meet you. The mermaids like you too.
Oh, he's such a darling little boy. Come, give us a kiss, Sonny.
I wouldn't mind so much if I wasn't almost certain something similar was happening downtown.
When someone on earth wants to compliment a woman, they say she is as pretty and as graceful as a merman.
You know, I kind of wish one of those mermaids was played by Daryl Christine. At least then we'd hopefully get a better story, or at least some PG nudity. Okay, a lobster. Now will something finally happen?
Can't catch me, can't catch me, can't catch me, can't catch me, can't catch me.
Nope, but thanks to this scene I now want this movie to end in child slaughter.
We're going to have a barn dance, boy.
What? And now we're here? So we've gone from a medieval kingdom to the bottom of the ocean, and now to a farm. Pay attention, there's a quiz later.
Don't you know that in a dream you can do anything?
So this is when the movie starts making a bunch of cuts and gets carried away with them.
How do you know we can take time out from our chores? I was haying, my daughter's feeding the chicken.
See? That balloon clearly wasn't done talking, and that's not the only cut in this scene either. See? What was the point of that? And who's that kid laying on the... Oh my god, maybe they did kill a kid! Camera sure doesn't want us to be able to see him. Tell a story! And now it's a western.
Doggone, it did no water. It only looked like water to me. It must be one of those mirages that they talk about around here.
Man, I wish Stanley Kubrick made this movie instead. At least then the acting would be better, because I know what he's willing to do to his actors. So little Sonny runs into a stagecoach that's being held up by the most non-threatening bonanza villain ever. I say that because one needle could easily fix this whole problem. Or a toy gun works too. Actually, that's good. It gives me a perfect chance to say this. Careful, Sonny, you're gonna shoot your eye out with that thing. So, it's here that the movie just gives up on itself, as it cuts away from what little plot it had and focuses on this whole movie of a parade in Philadelphia.
Here comes that mean old penny-pinching Scrooge. He's here to wish us a happy day, and there he is with Tiny Tim on his shoulder. I think he's mended his ways.
Even in the worst movies ever made, they at least stuck to their story, even if it wasn't that great.
A leopard. And his mouth is wide open. He's ready to spring. He's looking for prey. Do you know leopards travel at night because they sleep in the day? They're from the jungle, where it's very green and very warm.
This part of the review is going to be short because I'm going to skip to the very end of the parade, just to show my favorite character in the whole movie.
The treat for all of us, Santa Claus.
Yes, my love for Santa can make almost anything worth it. So after the parade, Sonny returns back to his mother and falls asleep. The end.
Now that we have had such an exciting time in Balloon Land,
No, we're done, movie!
different figures will be on the screen. If you know their names, yell them out. If you don't, yell, yay, yay.
Sorry, do I really have to sum up this movie? I don't care if this was just a fun project someone made with their family and friends. If they had enough time and money to put this together, I can think of a ton of better things they could have been doing. This is a pen. This is a sheet of paper. They are inexpensive enough for any project, and if you apply one to the other with even a tenth of your brain, you'll create something that's more entertaining than this boring, annoying, irritating, unfunny disgrace to filmmaking. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going back in time to torture the makers of this film. Chaos Control!
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Chaos Blast!